Hello everyone. In this class, I am going to give some essential informations about hybridization. Okay, what is hybridization? Hybridization is the concept of intermixing of atomic orbitals of an atom, specifically central atom, to form new set of orbitals, also called hybrid orbitals, with equal number, equivalent energy, identical size and same shape. In polyatomic molecules, we have central atom, we also have surrounding atoms. Okay, the atomic orbitals of the central atom, okay, if the atomic orbitals have very close energy, those atomic orbitals of the central atom, they mix together and form new set of orbitals called hybrid orbitals. Number of hybrid orbitals formed must be equal to the number of atomic orbitals which are mixed to form the hybrid orbitals. Okay, so the number of hybrid orbitals produced should be equal to the number of atomic orbitals that are mixing to form hybrid orbitals. Then all these hybrid orbitals must have equivalent energy. All the hybrid orbitals should have same energy and they should have identical size and same shape. So atomic orbitals of the central atom mixed together form hybrid orbitals first. Then these hybrid orbitals of the central atom overlap with the atomic orbitals of the other atom. Other atom means surrounding atoms, to form covalent bond. So hybrid orbitals overlap with the atomic orbitals of the surrounding atom and form covalent bond. This is the basic idea of the hybridization concept. Okay. Now we can find the hybridization using this simple formula. Suppose if a molecule is given and if you know the shape of the molecule, it is very easy to find the hybridization. How? Number of hybrid orbitals of the central atom is equal to number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs. Number of sigma bonds around the central atom and number of lone pairs around the central atom. If you add these two, you will get number of hybrid orbitals formed, and you can also identify what is the hybridization. Okay, yeah. Here I am going to discuss only sigma hybridization. I am not going to discuss pi hybridization. We also have pi hybridization. I am not going to discuss this here. Then, and if the H value is 2, then the hybridization should be sp. If hybridization is sp, then geometry of the molecule should be linear. If H is 3, hybridization is sp2, molecule should be trigonal planar geometry. Like this we have sp3, sp3d, right? Different hybridization and different geometries are possible. Keep this in your mind. Geometry includes lone pair. Okay, with the lone pair, the shape the shape is actually called geometry. Okay, without lone pair, it is called just shape. So try to understand the difference between shape and geometry. Geometry means including lone pair. Okay, then here I have given few examples. See, first example. Suppose if a carbon atom is attached with 4 single bonds, what should be the hybridization of the central atom? You know very well, single bonds are always sigma bonds. If you have multiple bond has one sigma bond and remaining bonds are pi bonds. So here we have 4 single bonds. All single bonds are sigma bonds. Therefore H is equal to number of sigma bonds 4, and there is no lone pair on the central atom. So number of lone pair is 0. So 4 plus 0 is 4. Therefore the hybridization is sp3. If H is 4, see, if H value is 4, then the hybridization is sp3. Then see the second example. Here we have a carbon with a double bond and 2 single bonds. What is the hybridization? For single bonds are always sigma bonds. In double bond, one bond should be sigma, the other bond should be pi. Therefore H value equal to 3 plus 0 equal 3. So hybridization is sp2. Yeah. in this third example, where we have carbon with a triple bond and a single bond. Single bond is always sigma. In triple bond, we know very well one bond should be sigma, remaining are pi bonds. So how many sigma bonds are there? 2. So H is equal to number of sigma bonds 2, and there is no lone pair around the central atom. So 0. So 2 plus 0 is 2, therefore hybridization is sp. So if a carbon has a triple bond and a single bond, then the hybridization of the carbon should be sp. Then see this one, fourth one. Here carbon attached with two double bonds. If a carbon is attached with two double bond, in each double bond, one bond is sigma, the other bond is pi. Similarly, here also one bond is sigma, the other bond is pi. Okay, so totally we have two sigma bonds and no lone pair. So H is equal to 2 plus 0 equal to, therefore hybridization is sp. Similarly, if I take this example, water molecule, where the oxygen atom has two single bonds and two lone pair. So H is equal to 2 sigma bonds and 2 lone pairs. So 2 plus 2, 4. Therefore hybridization is sp3. Similarly, in ammonia, we have 3 single bonds and 1 lone pair. So 3 plus 1, 4. The hybridization is sp3. These are all some common examples. Okay, now we are going to discuss some special examples. Okay, see methyl carbanion. Okay, methyl carbanion. What is the hybridization of methyl carbanion? Listen, the shape of methyl carbanion is this. Carbon atom has 3 single bonds and 1 lone pair. Okay, so we have 3 sigma bonds, 3, and 1 lone pair, 1. So 3 plus 1, 4. So hybridization is sp3. Listen, sp3 means geometry should be tetrahedral. I told you geometry means including lone pair. So including lone pair, the structure is tetrahedral. But what is the shape? For shape, you should not consider lone pair. Therefore, the shape of this molecule, this ion is trigonal. These 3 hydrogen atoms form a triangle, so trigonal pyramidal shape. Okay, the shape is trigonal pyramidal, but the geometry is tetrahedral. Then see this example, methyl carbocation. What is the hybridization of methyl carbocation? See here, this is the shape of methyl carbocation, and it has 3 sigma bond and there is no lone pair. Therefore H value equal to 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. So hybridization of the carbon is sp2. Are you clear? Then yeah, these are all some special examples as I told you before. CH2 double bond, CH single bond, CH2 minus. Now what is the hybridization of this carbanion? What is the hybridization of this carbon? Okay, how to find the hybridization? Listen, in the example 7, I have given methyl carbanion. For methyl carbanion, the hybridization is sp3. But it doesn't mean that all carbanions should have same hybridization. This is one important exception. Here, the expected hybridization for this carbon is sp3. In order to gain extra stability, this ion, okay, it exhibits resonance. Okay, this is the resonance structure. You know very well, for any species to show resonance, all the atoms that are involving in resonance, okay, should be planar. So this carbon atom, around this carbon, planarity must exist. Otherwise, this resonance is not possible. Okay, but we know very well, carbanion, the geometry of carbanion is actually tetrahedral. Okay, so this carbon, we expect this carbon should be tetrahedral. Geometry of the carbon should be tetrahedral, but in order to exhibit resonance, okay, that carbon become planar. So the hybridization, right, becomes sp2. Okay, we expect sp3, but the hybridization becomes sp2 due to stability. Okay, to attain extra stability, the hybridization changes. So for this carbanion, hybridization is not sp3, it is actually sp2. Are you clear? Then see this example. This is another example of this type. Again, what is the hybridization of this carbon? It is not sp3 because this carbanion also exhibit resonance. Are you able to understand? So hybridization changes from sp3 to sp2. So the correct hybridization is sp2. Okay. See this example. Here I have given benzene molecule, benzene. What is the hybridization of these two carbon atoms? Listen, this carbon has one sigma bond, one single bond, so single bond means sigma. In this multiple bond, one bond should be sigma, the other two are pi bonds. If you use this idea, you will get the hybridization as sp. So the expected hybridization of this carbon and that carbon should be sp. But if you see the shape, okay, it is not linear, right? sp hybridization should have linear geometry, but now the geometry is not linear. It shows that hybridization cannot be sp. Okay, so what is the actual hybridization? Actual hybridization of these two carbon are sp2. Okay, why it is sp2? Because in these two pi bond, one pi bond, okay, is formed by p pi overlap. Okay, the other, so this is the pi bond actually. The other pi bond is formed by sp2 overlap. Very clear. So here in this, only one pi bond is normal pi bond, the other pi bond is a special pi bond. Okay, so the hybridization is not sp, it is actually sp2. Right, this is one important exception you should keep in your mind. Then see this one, methyl radical. In methyl radical, how to find the hybridization? Listen, if radical is given, first you find out compare the electronegativity of the central atom and the surrounding atom. Here central atom is carbon, surrounding atoms are hydrogen. So electronegativity of central atom is greater than the surrounding atom. Whenever electronegativity of central atom is greater, you need not consider that radical. Okay, you need not consider that radical. Therefore H is equal to 3 sigma bonds are there, so 3 plus there is no lone pair, so the answer is 3. Therefore the hybridization is sp2. So methyl radical hybridization is sp2. Now see this one, CF3 radical. In CF3 radical, if you compare the electronegativity, central atom has less electronegativity compared to surrounding atom. Whenever central atom has less electronegativity, then the radical should be considered as a lone pair. So you should consider that radical as lone pair. Okay, and this is the shape of CF3. We have 3 sigma bonds here. You know very well, single bonds are sigma bonds. So you have 3 single sigma bonds, and that radical should be treated as a lone pair now. Therefore H is equal to 3 sigma bonds plus 1 lone pair, so the answer is 4. Therefore the hybridization is sp3. Okay, so keep this in mind, methyl radical hybridization is sp2, whereas for CF3 radical hybridization is sp3. By making use of this idea, okay, by comparing their electronegativity, it is easy to identify the hybridization of the radicals. Okay, then see, I'll give one more example. NO2. This is the shape of NO2. It has a double bond and a coordinate bond. You know very well, coordinate bond is also a sigma bond, and in double bond, one bond is sigma, the other one is pi. So we have 2 sigma bonds. Now the question is whether we should treat this radical as lone pair or not. Okay, so compare the electronegativity. Central atom is nitrogen, surrounding atom is oxygen. If we compare, now central atom has less electronegativity compared to surrounding atom. Therefore the radical should be treated as a lone pair. So what is the H value? You have 2 sigma bonds, 2 plus 1 lone pair. So H2 plus 1 is 3. Therefore the hybridization of this nitrogen is sp2. Okay, thank you.